Hey everybody, I figured we'd go through this question on page 9 together, just to make sure you're doing okay with it. Remember, this is the function f. It's the same as y equals, so we're going to go right to our calculator to see what's going on. The axis of symmetry you can find graphically or using the formula. All right, so I'm going to go to y equals x squared minus 2x minus 3. If you have trouble graphing, please get in touch with me using the calculator because this is important for several different topics coming up. All right, so that's what our picture is going to look like. Let's get some actual details. Go to second graph to go to your table. And remember, you want to scroll up or down until you see something like this repeating. See how it goes 12, 5, 0, negative 3, negative 4, and then back to negative 3. So everything has a match except that one negative 4. So that's your vertex. That's going to go in the center of your table. I would encourage you to copy down all of the values you can graph. We can't fit 12. So let's go from negative 2 down to 4 because we can fit all these values. And notice the one negative 4, the one that's in the middle that doesn't have a match, that goes in the center of your table. So I'm going to do negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because again, look what happens. It goes 5, 0, negative 3. And then the negative 4, and then it goes back to negative 3, 0, 5. Everything matches up perfectly around your vertex. So that's your vertex. I'm going to circle that right now and write that in. 1, negative 4. That's where our graph turns. That's your turning point. All right, so the axis of symmetry, if you use the formula, A is 1, right, in front of x squared. B is negative 2. C is negative 3. Now, one little thing about C, that's actually your y-intercept. So I know that point's going to be there, but it's not needed for your axis of symmetry. Remember, that's x equals negative b over 2a. So negative, negative 2, because you have the negative here, and then you have the negative up here. Instead of 2 times a, 2 times 1. So we have positive 2 divided by 2. X equals 1 is your axis of symmetry. Well, what do you know? It's the x value right here. All right, graph the function. So again, have a picture of your graph from your calculator so you can see. Use it as a guide. Negative 2, 5's up here. So back to up 5. And then we have negative 1, 0. 0, negative 3. Oh, we already had that point because remember, this is your y-intercept. You're going to start to notice that as we go along. 1, negative 4. There's our vertex, our turning point. So now everything's going to match up. 2, negative 3. 3, 0. And 4, 5. Everything matches up perfectly. So now we're going to carefully connect the dots. Make that parabola, that U shape. All right, and we can label it with just f of x. We don't need the whole equation because it gave us a name. All right, the end behavior, it's smiling, and that's because of this guy right here. Oops, that's an awful arrow. It's concave up. The range, all right, here's your min. All your y's go to negative 4 and then back up. All your y values are greater than or equal to negative 4. All right. Our zeros, where's it hitting? Negative 1 and 3. Those are your x-intercepts. Our y-intercept, we already said was negative 3. We saw that in the equation as well. And I just want to show you, let's say you couldn't remember this. Your axis of symmetry, remember, is the line where you could fold this thing in half. So find your vertex because that's the center. This line is your axis of symmetry. And it's vertical, so it's x equals 1. It's never going to cross the y-axis, so there's no y in the equation. It's just hitting the x-axis at 1. So if you can't remember this formula, that is an awful circle, then think about it graphically. Okay? All right. Well, there's more to come, so watch for more videos. Good luck. If you need any help, stop and see me.